everyone, today we're going to go over the 4 components of a healthy dog. Those components include physical exercise, mental exercise, nutrition, and training and constructive play. Let's break those down so we know how we can fulfill all of our dog's needs using these 4 components. Whenever an older dog comes to me with an issue, I always want to look at my 4 components to make sure that the dog is being fulfilled in those ways so that they can be the best dog that they can possibly be for their family. So let's start by looking at physical exercise. Physical exercise is the one that most people understand that their dog needs, but maybe don't give enough of for their dog. There's many types of physical exercise for your dog, and the most common is probably the standard walk around your neighborhood. But for a lot of dogs, a walk around the neighborhood is simply a warm-up. So we want to do things such as long line walks, where you're getting your dog a 15 to 30 foot line and allowing them to go off and be dogs and explore, maybe in the woods or at a soccer field or at a park, where they can really just sniff around and be dogs. It's very important for their mental health to have this type of physical exercise. If your dog is trustworthy off-leash exercise is even better. But make sure that your dog has an excellent recall and will come back to you no matter what's happening. Otherwise, the long line is your best choice of tool. Other types of physical activity include running, hiking, swimming, and play with other dogs. I'm not a huge dog park fan because I think a lot of issues can pop up in a dog park, but I love one-on-one dog play, and that might be something that you can provide for your dog, especially young puppies. If they can get appropriate playmates, can get some of that bitey and nippiness out in an appropriate way with other animals within their species. The next component that most house dogs do not get enough of is mental exercise. Mental exercise is giving your dog something to do with their brain. Most of the dogs that live in our households right now were bred to be working all day long. That includes our herding breeds, our sporting breeds. They're all meant to work. So giving them some type of work to do, even if that includes getting their food in a different mentally exercising way, is really important. Some examples of mental exercise include food puzzle toys, chew toys, stuff like Kongs that you're going to stuff and the dog and freeze, and the dog has to get the food out. Different tricks, teaching them different tricks, teaching them scent games. Those are all good options for mental exercise. The next component is nutrition. Now, I am not a vet and I am not a nutritionist, but what we do know about dogs is the higher the quality of their nutrition, the better their health will be, and typically the longer they'll live, which is what we all want for our dogs. Feeding your dog more live food is going to keep them healthier longer. So that means even if I'm feeding a kibble, I'm also incorporating lots of fresh food in my dog's diet, including eggs, blueberries, apples, carrots, kale, all types of fresh food, raw meat, cooked meat, things that the dog is going to love and you can use as treats or rewards, but it's also going to make their diet as healthy as possible. Also included in nutrition would be proper weight. Many of our pets are overweight, especially in the US. So we want to make sure that our dogs are at a healthy weight where you can make sure that you can easily feel their ribs and that they have a tuck underneath their ribs so that you can see, where their waistline is. Keeping your dog at a healthy weight will help them live longer along with quality nutrition. The final component of a healthy dog is training and constructive play. So that means teaching your dog skills and different cues for different behaviors, as well as lots of play with your dog. Your dog will love to play with you if you can teach them constructive play. I love to play tug with my dog, obedience games, impulse control games. All of these games I can play with a rope or a frisbee where their dog is learning impulse control and obedience along with their tug or their rope toy or their ball or whatever they're playing with you. I very rarely do a session where I'm just throwing a ball. Most of the time, I'm working with my dog on personal play, on playing tug, maybe tug, 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 having them out it and sit, and then getting their tug back as a reward. Or maybe recall games where I'm hiding behind a tree and calling my dog to me. Different games where I can incorporate life skills in with my play and get them both done at the same time with my dog. Another important part of training is settling training. I do a lot of mat work and I do some tether training to teach the dog that they can do their obedience, they can be high strung, and then they can also settle in the house. So incorporating play and training together is an awesome way to get the most out of your training sessions and build a really strong relationship with your dog. When you incorporate all 4 of these components into your dog's life, you get a calmer and happier dog that's able to settle better in your house and become a better member of your family. It can also decrease boredom nuisance behaviors like barking and digging when you're making sure that your dog's needs are always being met. Incorporating all 4 of these components into your dog's life will create a stronger bond with your dog, as well as a better companion and a happier household. So make sure that you're meeting all of your dog's needs through the 4 components of a healthy dog, which include physical exercise, mental exercise, nutrition, and training and constructive play. All right, guys, if you like this video, definitely give us a thumbs up and click that subscribe button below with the little bell. When you hit that bell, you'll be notified anytime we come out with a new training video for you to watch. Happy training.